Okay, we're starting on our hands and knees in that quadruped position. And even just by being in this position, we're already engaging our arms. We're gonna start with a nice cat-cow, traditional yoga. So you're gonna think about squeeze those shoulder blades, arch that back, lift that head as you inhale, and then exhale, go ahead and round it. So we're starting to engage those arms. We're starting to engage those abs here. Nice little warm up to get us started. We're gonna do one more, and you can just follow right along with me. That's the beauty of today. Okay, hitting that neutral spine, getting into that neutral spine. I'm gonna take my left leg and my right arm is going to go out. So left leg goes out, right arm goes out, really trying to stay nice and steady through the pelvis so I'm not tipping here. Right? That was what not to do there. We're gonna stay on one side for 5 repetitions and then we're adding on. So I really have to use this arm that's on the ground and my abs to stabilize me. So one more like this. And now the next time we are going to go and just extend like normal, but now you're gonna bring your elbow and your knee towards each other and go ahead and round a little bit. So we're using those abs even more. Don't let that arm and leg come down to the ground, extend it on out. So that's 1, we're gonna get 5 like this, 2, of course breathing, 3, trying to engage those shoulder blades too, right? That gentle squeeze, 4, one more is 5. Good, and we're switching to the other side, starting with arm and leg, no curl in yet. So here we go. Excuse me. Bring that leg out, bring that arm out, and then back down to the ground, right? We're just staying nice and steady. Now, if you're finding that it's too much, you can even just kind of slide forward, right? The key thing is not wobbling and rotating that pelvis. So if you need to just start with that little motion, totally okay to do that. One more like this, and now let's add that little tuck next time we extend. So here we go. Extend, and then elbow towards that knee, round a little, and extend out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 2 more like this, 4, last one, and 5. Good. Okay, we're gonna press back into a child's pose. And if you're feeling really tight, don't forget to pull out your Derma Edge to help get those layers gliding a little bit better, right? You can use that anywhere on your body. I'll link that for you. From here, we're gonna shift it forward and we're gonna go into a little bit of a push-up, right? So bring those elbows behind. Don't let them flare out to the side. And then rock it back. Lovely little stretch. And here I have to use my abs to bring me forward. I'm turning my hands out a little to help protect my shoulders too. We're just gonna do 5 like this. If it's too much to go into that push-up, just stop so that you're going into that kind of partial plank, and then you can just press it back into that child's pose position again. So we're gonna do 2 more. So here's 1. And 2. Okay, we're going back to that quadruped position, but we're gonna bring our arms out forward just a little bit. We're gonna hit those triceps a little bit more. So I'm gonna bring my forearms down. Obviously my body's gonna go down a little bit too, but in here you wanna press through those palms and try to press back up. So you wanna let your arms do as much of the work as they can, even though that body is moving. You can probably see my arms shaking a little bit right now too. This is a tough one. We're gonna do 5 again. So there's 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. Whew, working my lats, I think, too, a little bit. All right, back to that regular quadruped position. Tuck those toes, and we're gonna hover. So you're gonna press those knees up, and you're gonna pause here with me. Sing a song, I don't know, talk to somebody in the room, but really hold. Let yourself be nice and steady. Don't let them drop. Don't let them drop for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead, bring those knees back down. Just give it a quick little stretch here. And then you're going to come back into that quadruped position. tuck those toes, push it back into a downward dog position. Woo, some tight calves here. We're getting lots of things working and moving. All right, so from this downward dog position, you're gonna rock it forward using those abs to help pull you. So those shoulders are now stacked right over those wrists. And we're rocking back here, kind of like how we did in that child's pose. And again, if this is too much for you, you go ahead and you can start in that downward dog position. And then if you need to drop to your knees and rock it, you can. But that's 3. I think. 4 and 5. Now that we're in that plank, you're going to drop those knees back into that bit of a hover here, a little bit harder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees, press back into that child's pose again. Give it a little bit more of a break. We've got one more down dog, planky thing to do, and then we're actually gonna go on to our backs and use our weights. Here we go, okay. Press it back to that downward dog. You're gonna lift that right leg off the ground a little bit, and now as I rock it forward, I'm gonna bring this right leg towards my right elbow. It's okay if they don't touch. And then back to the center, in the middle, and this time knee comes forward. This is definitely the hardest one, right? And then to the opposite elbow. We're just gonna do that one more time in through each of those positions, and then we'll go into that left leg too. So that's 1, middle, and now left elbow here. And I'm gonna bring that leg back down, lifting the left one up. This is gonna come towards the left elbow as I shift with those shoulders, hopefully over those wrists. And again, don't worry if that knee doesn't come directly towards or on that elbow. If you can, yay, give yourself a round of applause for sure for that one. All right, towards that right elbow, one more round here. Getting your heart rate up a little bit too, at least I am. And then one more towards that right elbow, and then we're gonna go onto our backs. But let's pause again for just one more little stretch. Give those arms a little bit of a break. And we can go ahead and even just kind of shift those hips around a little bit. Press into one arm, press into the other. Okay, now let's go on our backs. Okie dokie, go ahead and grab your weights for these last 3. First one is in a seated position. And don't forget, if you need to, you can totally do these on the bed. You don't have to get yourself all the way down to the ground if that doesn't work. So weights are gonna go in the middle. You can always get rid of the weights if you don't want them either. Engage in through those abs, so gentle belly button pull. And then I'm gonna bring one arm back in a bit of a row as I lean further back and then back to the center. I'm alternating here. So I'm not twisting, right? I'm actually trying to keep my body nice and straight in the middle. So my core is working right now to keep me straight. Arms are working in that row. Adding those arms also makes that core work harder. And just make sure that as you lean back, you're only leaning back as far as you can without pushing your belly out and without hurting that back. So it's okay if it's just a teeny tiny, right, little move. Nothing wrong with that. There we go. Nice and controlled. And from here, we'll actually go lie right on our backs. Good. I am gonna do 2 more on each side. So here's 1. 1 more on each side. So working all the arm just from holding that weight up even. Whew. Gonna let them drop for a minute. All right, going right on to the back. Again, engaging in that belly. Arms are gonna go towards the ceiling. I'm gonna bring one leg up and then the other, trying to keep that happy spine position. And we're going into the dead bug, or as somebody called it, the struggling turtle. So as my left arm goes overhead, my right leg is going to straighten. And then you're coming back. So I am not extending all the way down with either my arm or my leg because I'm trying to keep that good position in my spine, right? If I did, whoop, see what happens? We don't want that. Again, another good what not to do. If this is too much and you feel like you can't keep a good position, you can go ahead and keep one foot on the ground and alternate here as well. Stability is important for this one. We don't want to be rocking back and forth on that spine. So I'm going to come back up though. Maybe. Challenge myself today. Whew. Yep, I am. And again, my arm's not going all the way down either because otherwise I'm going to arch through that rib cage too. I might be a little bit tight. We're gonna do one more on each side. Yay, all right. Legs are gonna go up towards the ceiling. Hands are gonna, again, start in the middle. We're gonna have a little bend in the elbow, and I'm gonna bring my elbows down towards the floor as I lower one leg. So same kind of concept here. I'm only lowering that leg as low as I can without changing that position in my back, right? So if I went really low, I would arch, and that's not good. Not like that. Again, if this is too much, you can go ahead and do just a little bent knee here too. Or same idea, you can keep one leg on the ground also, right? So we've got some modifications to make it a little easier or, right, a little harder. The lower you go, the harder it is, but keep that spine position and what your belly's doing in mind. Notice too, I keep a little bend in my elbow to help protect that shoulder. That's important also. And these are definitely light weights. I believe these are 3s. We're almost there. Whee. We're gonna do 2 more on each leg. And then we're done. All right, 1 more on each side. 1. Last one. Oh, nice job. Thank you so much for tuning in today, you guys. If you want to get rid of pain anywhere in your body on your own with just one little portable device, don't forget to check out the Derma Edge. I created this while I was going through Lyme disease to help get rid of my pain on my own, nice and gently. It's patented and made in the US, actually right down the road in Laconia from where my office is. So don't forget, you can click the link here or in the description to order your own.